Good morning, gentlemen of the press and members of the All Progressives Congress, Rivers State. The title of this brief, though not written, because you know that I like to do extempore presentations, but I need to title it and I want you to capture this. It is the reign of a decrepit leadership in Rivers State. The reign of a decrepit leadership in Rivers State. Decrepit is spelled D-E-C-R-E-P-I-T. You can look it up. The reign of a decrepit leadership in Rivers State. Decrepit. That's the theme. And I will first introduce the background and the plank upon which I stand. I am chairman of the Caretaker, 7-member Caretaker Committee of the All Progressives Congress, Rivers State. An office properly designed and designated to me and members of my colleague of the Caretaker Committee by the National Working Committee, working in the gap of the National Executive Committee of the All Progressives Congress, Nigeria. And in the state, as it were, the APC is the main opposition political party. That, of course, means that it behoves on us as a party to profoundly and soundly mirror the government of the day and the activities, especially as it relates to the interests and, in fact, the good governance of Rivers State and Rivers people. And it is on that plank that I sit down here to talk to you. And like I said, I request that you give us proper coverage. We need the world to know what is happening in Rivers State and why, as the voice of the voiceless, we are speaking unequivocally and without any iota of bias. We speak facts and we speak figures. And we are open to criticism or critique, as it were, not on the planks of red herring, but on the planks of facts and figures. And so the issues we will take are many, and I've said so. That's why we decided for this expansive press briefing, so that at the end of the day, you take your different facets, no uniformity in your reporting, please. Now, we are to x-ray the Rivers State government vis-a-vis the activities for the past 9 months that we have a governor, Governor Siminalayi Joseph Fubara, sitting on the rostrum. And we, after critical examination of the activities of this government, we have come to the conclusion that it is decrepit, it is clueless, it is visionless, it is directionless, it is rudderless. And we cannot speak so in the comfort of our bedrooms. I'm told that public opinion is an opinion that you express and espouse so that the next other person will understand and hear, not the one you express in your roof. So as APC Rivers State, we are here to condemn in absolute terms the inactivity of government in Rivers State. And we can take you one by each on the indices that culminated into this decision, opinion. Now, so that we have some sequence. The governor was sworn in on the 29th of May, 2023. And he wrote on the planks of consolidation. What is that, the other word again? Consolidation, continuity, and what?
And conquer.
Of the, what they call the new. But unfortunately, hardly had 3 months passed after he assumed office as governor, did the governor deviate completely from that vision. Government, as we are told, is a continuum. And the reason why most governments and most states thrive, and I give you an instance. The reason, as we speak today, Akwa Ibom State is the industrial hub of Nigeria after Lagos State. In fact, it's emerging as the industrial hub. Maybe it will take number 1 sometime, someday. The reason is that they have had this continuity in government, and that is government policies and programs. Even when the governor of Akwa Ibom State, I think it was Udom or something, even when he had his grouse against his predecessor being Ababio, that disagreement did not affect the plan of the Akwa Ibom people. It didn't affect the master plan. He still followed that master plan and further completed the projects that Abio did not complete. And that is what they call continuum in government, continuity. And I had the opportunity of going to Akwa Ibom State for a retreat. And the retreat took 2 cities in Akwa Ibom, Uyo and Ikorebene. The distance is more than 45 minutes, but you will not feel it. The reason why you will not feel it is that the road is very smooth. In fact, that's what they can call air-conditioned roads. You will not find the smallest pothole on the roads. And when that was done in Akwa Ibom, you know the ripple, you know the effect of it. That the hospitality homes, all hotels, all brotels in Akwa Ibom were fully booked. All the joints in Akwa Ibom were fully busy. That, of course, will bring revenue to the SMEs. It will bring income to the government of Akwa Ibom State. And that is easy, or is achieved this much, because there is a plan which the incumbent governor is also very religious about in followership. Now, what do we have in Rivers State as we speak? It's a complete deviation of whatever that was, and contradiction to the consolidation, continuity, and whatever. I think it used to be the 3 C's that the government of today rode on to come to office. Those low-hanging fruits, which a successor, and I think I should also let people know that in the history of our politics in Rivers State, this is the only time we have had a successive handover. What do I mean by that? That somebody is handing over to a successor that he produced, so to speak. You can go to history, see the time of Ada George, see the time of Dr. Peter Odili, see the time of Rotimi Chibuga Amechi, and then compare all of those with what is happening today. None of them had a successor that they longed for. So it of course meant that there was some kind of, or there should have been some kind of unison. There should have been some kind of agreement that we will continue from where you have stopped. That, of course, was the reason for the continuity, consolidation, and whatever. I'd like to ask you, my friends in the media, you're also critical to a large extent. Can any one of you, in good conscience, tell us, or tell himself or herself, that Rivers State is on the track of good governance? The answer will be no. What do we have in the state? What? The road, what is it called? Is that Unity Road? Ring Road that the governor seemed to be projecting is something that was contemplated and conceptualized under Amechi's first tenure, not even the second tenure. And in our second tenure, in Amechi's second tenure, that was when I came to office as chief of staff. We could not go ahead with it because of extraneous factors. One was funds, unavailability of funds. The other was the hues and cries, and that we needed to remodel. So we couldn't go ahead. That project, as a government policy, was still in the shelf. Appointed and cannot convene SEC meeting. You have a governor who does not work with the assembly, Rivers State House of Assembly, in keeping with the theory of separation of powers. It doesn't work with the assembly. You now see a governor that is also going to affront local government chairmen, members of his party. We are told that the funds of local government have been withheld by the governor, who sits down in the comfort of his bedroom without recourse to the local government chairman to decide how much a local government will be paying. I am an architect and a proponent of goodness, in quotes. If anybody tells you that he won't be happy to see your sisters, those who work with the local government are our relations, our relatives, our sisters and brothers and all of those. If I say that I won't be happy to see them come home with fast salaries, I'll be a foolish person, I'll be wicked. But the point here is that the procedure was wrong. When the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is the leader of my political party, when he has a thing to do that concerns the governors, he calls a meeting with the governors, and they sit down. Nobody allows the other person to bamboozle. The president will not browbeat. They will discuss the issues and take decisions. But the governor has no right to sit in the comfort of his house without the practitioners of that tier, the local government chairman, and you decide for them what they will do. And just as they are even beginning to think of what will happen, the allocation that came not from state to the government of Rivers State, or the governor of Rivers State, like I said to you, I've been in cabinet. The state owes local governments 10% of internally generated revenue every month. From what they generate, they're supposed to share 10% of that to the 23 local government areas. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one that came from center, from Abuja to Rivers State. The governor is withholding. I'm sure that you are aware that very soon local government workers will take to the streets because they have not been paid. And it's compelling local government chairmen to do things that are illegal. And I don't understand it, that money that is my own, you will seize it and begin to give me condition. So, in other words, he does not have SEC. He does not have the assembly working with him. He doesn't want to work with the assembly at all. He does not have local government. That's what it is. Because even the local government people, the chairman, are members of his own political party. They are not APC members. So how does he work? I see the convergence. The reason why I will not use, okay, I'll use it, but I use it advisedly. I see the convergence of Humpty's Dumpties around him. You know the meaning? Defeated politicians. I see a whole lot of them around him. But will that avail the situation? Please, who is after Governor Sim? That for 9 months, his business is to harvest, that is, buy, you know, most of our politicians now are on free transfer. They just meet you, give you 10 million naira, you cross over, they'll come and shake hands with you. 9 months. We're not talking about the twilight of an administration, where maybe you say you are campaigning for election. 9 months. States are evolving policies on how to better the loss of their people, short term and long term. Our own is that they're either destroying Omeha Mall or they're destroying Assembly. Those are projects of the governor. They are achievements of Fubara. And then Thanksgiving services are achievement of Fubara. I don't know of any other one that you know. I don't know of any other one that you know. What has happened, or what is happening to the money that are accrued to the state every month? Frivolities. So these are our grouses that we feel we must address. The other issues to address will include his breach. The governor is in breach that talks about local government election. It is that same law that empowered the state to appoint the chairman of Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission and members of the commission, which is already in place. I'm sure you know that there is a RISIAG in place, headed by Justice Enebeli. It's in place. It is the same law that goes further to say, within XYZ periods, this commission that we're appointing will organize local government election in the state. The same law says that 90 days to the expiration of council chairman or leadership in council, a timetable will be drawn, a timetable on and of how the processes to engender a new leadership in the local governments will be released. And within that period, that 90 days, the law says 30 days to the election. 30 days to the expiration of that will be a date for the election into local government councils. The life of local government council expires somewhere around June. And today is 12th of May, rather March. I will have had nothing. I will leverage on what his commissioner said last week, Thursday, his commissioner for information. Maybe because he's coming from the private sector, or he was not properly schooled on how to skew the rules. The commissioner said, I listened to him on 92.3. The commissioner said that the government will fall into the constitution, the law, in terms of local government election. The local government election is statutory. In other words, it's not the cherry picking. It's not one's whims and caprices. It is statutory, that it is lawful. And that for him, that the problem wouldn't be the governor, that the problem would be with the RISIEC, that they should invite the RISIEC chairman, that 92.3 should invite the RISIEC chairman to ask him why he hasn't flagged off or he hasn't released timetable. So, but the point we're making here is that the governor is already in breach. We are hearing that there is an intention to set up an illegal structure in the local government. At one breath, they say the heads of local government will take over. At the other breath, they will say caretaker. But I think that he may know that the caretaker team may not work because they will be screened by the assembly. So we hear that he wants to raise up the head of local government and make them chairmen of councils. That is against the law. I don't want to talk about the fact that it is, I think it is in the 6th, in the resolution that resolution of Mr. President proclamation. And I have told you people many times that meeting that the president called was at his instance, at the instance of Rivers people, elders, who beckoned on Mr. President to come in. He has refused. We are hearing this and that. If you are in charge, I can beat you. Me, I can beat you. And I'll go and hire 2 other people to join me to beat you. What is that? You are in charge. You are the ones that appointed the SEC. We say, okay, we are disadvantaged. Give us the election. Let us contest and fail. Maybe if the APC we have today in Rivers State was the APC that would refuse to, or that would boycott election, he would have already arranged. But mistakenly, we have told them that we are ready for election anytime, any day. But the governor is in breach of the constitution, of the laws of the state. And we are here to condemn it. We are here to demand that the governor follows the law, organizes an election for local government, and that we will condemn and we will not accept any other nomenclature as in the leadership of the local government in Rivers State. What else do we have to say than to also remind you people that because of cluelessness, I think you know the one that is making the rounds. Those 5th columnists are pushing the governor not to obey Mr. President. In the 10 commandments, we hear that if you obey 9 and you refuse to obey 1, you have what? You have sinned, you have failed all. 8 issues contained in the president's proclamation. You have chosen and attempted 6. The other 2, you refuse. And when we say you refused, or the president, that these 2 are lawful, even the ones that are not, you obeyed. Election is a lawful, is a constitutional thing. Look, a local government election is constitutional. Presentation of budget is constitutional. How does these 2 hurt him? How? Just how? Now the same 5th columnist that are asking him, encouraging him to disobey Mr. President, they are on a new spree. The new spree of casting aspersions deriding the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A burial ceremony, if you have opportunity to speak, you are expected to be doing a tribute. Is that not correct?
Yes.
It's a tribute. Even when you have to sing what they call a dirge, you don't introduce politics. The governor goes to Ishobu by a protocol. He was allowed to speak. Tribute to the dead. The corpse was lying there, or the corpses were lying there. What did he do? A minute after he even started, he veered off. I'm talking about the political class. Why are we killing and burying? Why is he interested in unnecessary public validation? Oh, and people were clapping, you know. Come to think of the man lying there, was he a politician? Please, was Wike a politician? No, sir. That population there that day, were they all politicians? No, sir. Was that a political campaign ground? No, sir. So he could have said anything without dragging in the political class. It was the reason that the president of the Senate when he took the stage, he said, what are you not struggling for? If this thing you say you are not struggling, don't struggle. He was passing a message to him that the ground you are is not the ground to politicize, to play politics. That's the simple thing Akpabio did. But what we're hearing now is that they're abusing him. Well, it's their business, but Akpabio is a member of my party. I saw a stupidly written script declaring Akpabio, the Senate President, as enemy of the state, and that they will soon declare him persona non grata. I laughed. That is the stupidity of the system. Show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. They are bringing out infested fagots to the house. Lizard will visit. No be so. You go bush, carry ant-infested firewood, where ant full, bring and come your house. Lizard will come to feast. There's no if and but.